Y'all, this episode was called the Salem Bee Trials, but the only bee on trial was Ramona. I got my notes. I hope y'all got yours. Let's get on into it. Y'all, so let's dive right in. Ebony's matchmaker turns out to be Devyn Simone. Who knew? Listen, Devyn Simone knows how to keep her a job, baby. The only thing I knew Devyn Simone for was being a journalist, number one, and number two, being a correspondent for the Wendy Williams show, breaking down hot topics. Who knew that mama had a damn matchmaking service over here trying to make people's love dreams come true? I did not know, but good for Devyn. Listen, life is better when you got more cheddar. So the more jobs you can collect, the more checks you can deposit. All right. So good for her. Good for Devyn. And it was really nice seeing her. And she seemed very knowledgeable on the subject. So I hope she's able to find Sonja a good man. Now, I was glad that Ebony was there as well, because Sonja had a good dating list. And I'm glad that Devyn was like, I need to hear in your own words, what is it that you're looking for, right? Because she can talk to Ebony until she's blue in the face. But at the end of the day, she really needs to hear from the person who she's actually matching so she could get them a good match. So I thought Sonja had a very good list. In dating, in terms of dating 101, you need to have a purpose, you need to have a goal, you need to have a mindset. Like, what is it that you're looking for? Are you dating for love? Are you just trying to mess around and hook up and be a hoe out in these streets? And there is nothing wrong with that, okay? Or are you dating for something else? Whatever it is, make your intentions known and work towards that. So I thought it was good where she was just saying, you know, I'm looking for someone who's cultured, someone who, you know, likes to travel. They can be a loner because, you know, I like spending time with he and I just by ourselves. That's fine too. But it was good that Ebony was there to break down what that meant, okay? Because the subtext, honey, to all of that was you need to have some paper, okay? When Ebony said, Sonja married the bank, we don't want no one broke, okay? We don't want no broke. I can't say that on, we gotta say, y'all ain't gonna get me in trouble. This is a family show, okay? Family show on the damn YouTube. Y'all are not gonna get me in trouble. I'm glad I caught myself. Thank you, Jesus, always looking out for me. But we don't want no broke nothing, okay? We don't want no broke nothing. We don't do broke over here. And if you think about it, Sonja needs somebody that can keep up with her lifestyle. Now, I'm not counting Sonja's pockets, but Sonja seems to be well off. I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of the 20 to $40 million range, right? So you need somebody that can operate in those circles. And hell, I'm not saying that you can't be like a 5 to 10 millionaire, because to me, the lifestyle at 5 to 10 million is the same lifestyle at 20 to 40 million. It's not until you get into like the 100 millions, 200 millions that the lifestyle really changes, right? So she just needs somebody that can keep up. And I think this can be a lesson to people out there. Find somebody that's equally yoked to you and that can also complement your life. So I'm glad to see Sonja, Ebony, and the matchmaker. And we'll see if they find her a good match and whatnot. All right, so Leah invites the girls to Salem, Massachusetts for a leather and latex dinner. Now, first off, let's just talk about my lack of geography knowledge. Because when I heard Salem, I don't know why I equate Salem with Transylvania. And y'all drop down in the comments and let me know if Transylvania is a real place or I done made it up from like the Addams Family or some spooky show I done watched back in the day and it's in the recesses of my brain. I do not know. I have issues, okay? So I was like, Salem, is it in Transylvania? Is Salem in Europe somewhere? Salem, Oregon? When they said Massachusetts, I said Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Y'all didn't know I could spell like that, baby. I was a spelling champion. I really wasn't, but I did win a competition one time in 7th grade. But that is besides the point. Anywho, she takes the girls down to Salem for some witchcraft and wizardry, baby. But when I heard that the first event was going to be a leather and latex dinner, I had a little bit of a pause because I was like, it seems like, and I know you're supposed to be yourself in your friend group and whatnot, but it almost feels like Leah creates these events to mess with Ramona, right? Because leather and latex has a very sexual connotation to it, right? And to me, the whole gag of the whole episode was going to end up being that they were going to have another conversation about talking sexy and Ramona feeling like, her boomer brain can't take talking about sex in a public forum. But needless to say, we found out that Ramona was on trial for something completely different later on in the episode. So I guess good for Leah for picking something different to be the event that she was going to sponsor for the girls. Now, she said the second part of the dinner was going to be a tattoo or not to tattoo party, pretty much. And so I say that to say this. I don't have any problems with tattoos, right? And I'm going to keep this brief. My best friend is tattooed up. Love it, okay? My ex, he had tattoos from his face all the way down. Absolutely loved it, right? I have a weird relationship with tattoos in that I like them on other people, but I don't want them on me, right? And it's not even a sense of like defacing my body or my body's a temple and I want to keep it pure. Nothing like that. I have commitment issues, okay? I am non-committal. I have been hurt, okay? I need to call up Devyn, see if she can find me somebody that can heal me back to good health and good love relationships. I don't know. But listen, I'd be the bitch that would get the damn tattoo on a Tuesday, and next Friday, I'm down to the doctor with a sob story saying that I had a panic attack and I need this damn thing lasered off my body, okay? I have issues and I don't want to put myself in situations to fail, right? So I would have just been a nice spectator down to the tattoo party once they get there and whatnot. Because not me. Listen, I cry when I get permanent marker on me. I'm the damn bitch in the sink with a Brillo pad trying to, get that damn piece of Sharpie off my damn finger or whatever. Okay, but let's move on because I can get sidetracked. So the girls go to the Hawthorne Hotel, which I guess is some sort of mecca of, wizardry and witchcraft activity. And the lady at the hotel talks about the Salem witch history and the trials. She then gives them a goddess blessing. Listen, when that lady started talking and she said she was going to give them a goddess blessing, blessing to me has a connotation of, being holy, saved, and sanctified. So I thought she was about to pray for the girls, but I should have known that because this was like a thing that was of the occult, right? With Ouija boards, black cats, and ladders and stuff, that it was going to be some mess, okay? When that heifer started talking about some like creeks, wolves, rivers, let the spirit of the forest and stuff, I said, listen, this ain't nothing but voodoo and dark magic, okay? And I don't want none of it. You can't pray over me over some occult stuff at all, okay? I need somebody that is holy, saved, and sanctified. Don't be calling that stuff over me. I'd have been that bitch standing over there muttering under my breath with counter curses, bitch, okay? Because once you start talking to me about some, let the spirit of the wolves and the rivers and the stuff take over us, I'd have been like, Jesus, in the words of Cat Williams, this is your humble servant, Lord, okay? I need you to protect me, okay? This burden is too heavy on your servant. Do something, okay? Do your job and get me up out of here. But let's move on because I'm just talking about my issues. Now, into the meat of the episode. Sonja really stirred the pot when the girl sat down with Ebony, right? Because Sonja, to me, in that situation, they asked you one question, okay? You had one job. You had one purpose. They said, Sonja, tell us about the matchmaker situation. Tell us how it went. And she started off well, but the problem is she chose this opportunity to be messy rather than informational. She said, we had a great time. It was a great bonding experience. We didn't talk about race, Black Lives Matter, or anything. It was just a very fun-filled experience. Now, this was the tip-off, okay? Nobody told you to bring up Ebony and her never-ending history lessons, okay? That literally you could see like the tension just descend upon the group and everybody was pretty much on edge. So Sonja, you was wrong for that, but maybe this was you like moving the plot forward and creating an uncomfortable situation to get the conversation out. I don't know, but drop down in the comments and let me know if you guys feel that Sonja really stirred the pot and she was unnecessarily messy. And you should have just talked about you, Sonja. Talk about you. Talk about what you do. Don't be bringing Ebony under the bus and creating these damn divisive situations. Now, Leah decides to come to Ebony's defense, just basically trying to go up for her girl and say, why she acts the way that she does. And she ends up in a little, tiff with Ramona on it, right? And so in the words of Iyanla Vanzant, she has a really powerful saying that says, your behavior diminishes your message, right? And so I say that to say this. Leah had good intentions for trying to defend how Ebony approaches the world and how Ebony approaches this subject of, showing her culture to people and trying to get people to understand where she comes from, right? The problem is when Leah gets irritated, she does not know how to handle Ramona. Now, do not get me wrong. Ramona Singer can work a nerve, okay? And you could already see Ramona was already uncomfortable. Mama had learned from the last time that she got into an uncomfortable situation that it's best to get into an uncomfortable situation in public so your ass can leave, okay? Because Ramona was on ready. She left that damn party about 3 damn times, okay? And I'm like, listen, Ramona, good for you. Good for you. When situations make you uncomfortable, you get your ass up and leave. Now, the problem is, okay, you have more power when you leave a situation and don't come back. You can't keep coming back. That just defeats the damn purpose. But let me get back to the point. Leah versus Ramona. You cannot try to educate me and in the same breath start talking about shut the F up. You are what's wrong with this country. You are the problem. Your behavior diminishes your message. You can't take in good information when you're being assaulted with bad information at the same time. So I'm not saying that what Leah was saying was necessarily wrong in terms of defending Ebony. I'm just saying that there was a better way to handle Ramona, but I understand Singer can work a nerve, and she was just trying to get her message across in a good way. Now, Ebony decides to start investigating whether the girls are white supremacists and Trump supporters. Now, on the surface, I thought this was a really weird way to go about it. And I was trying to understand her point for bringing up such a divisive thing. Like when you say white supremacist, that's such a big title to put on people, right? But what I came to realize the more that she kept talking about it, right, is that it was sort of a hidden sneak attack on Ramona, because everything that she said was pretty much characterizing her interactions with Ramona and describing her without outwardly calling her out, right? And then, they say once you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the one who hollers is the one that got hit. Well, Singer decided to holler and then it went down from there. So let's talk about it. Is it wrong, or is Ebony wrong for wanting to know whether or not her friends are Donald Trump supporters? No, right? I don't think that's a wrong thing to want to know, and to want them to be able to explain to you their reasons of why they support him, right? I don't think that's a wrong thing to want. Now, on the other side, is it wrong for Ramona to want to support Donald Trump in private and keep her political views to herself? Absolutely not. So I think two things can be true at the same time. Ebony can feel that her friendships need to be built on truth and open and honesty in terms of politics. And Ramona can feel that, it's best to agree to disagree. I don't need to talk about my political views publicly. And, we can have a friendship based on other shared values. I don't think anything is wrong with either of those things. I just feel that one of the hallmarks of friendship to me is understanding when you get to a situation where you're at a zero-sum game, right? You're at an impasse. Like you're literally, you feel a certain way on a subject, someone else feels a different way, and you're never going to come to a consensus. You're never going to get to the point where you both agree, right? So you're going to have to agree to disagree and move forward. You can't keep having the same perpetual argument over and over. And furthermore, if you think about it, to me, Ebony's whole argument went out the window a little bit when she talked about how her mama voted for Donald Trump in 2016. So I was like, so you can love, honor, and respect thy mother for her reasons for voting for Donald Trump in 2016, but you have such a problem with Ramona supporting him but doing it secretly. So maybe the whole tenet of this situation is being open and honest about how you feel, and that's how Ebony wants her relationships to be built on. And that's fine. That's her right. And I really hope that they get to the end of this situation quickly, because it just seems like every single time they get together, Ebony is put in the situation where she feels she has to defend her blackness, which then comes with more teaching and more preaching and more never-ending history lessons. And we're never going to get to who you are as a person and who you are in this friend group if we're constantly having to keep dredging this conversation up. So that's what I'm saying on the subject. Now, like I said, Ramona left that damn conversation about 5-6 times. And then I ain't never seen somebody come back in and dance to change the subject. Let's play a game. Let's do the shuffle. I don't even have words for it. It's one of those things where you're just so uncomfortable that you try to change the subject at any cost necessary, and it didn't work, and it made her look crazy. But that's all I got to say on the situation, y'all. So if you liked what I said, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Stereo, and Twitter at DatDamnDasher. And until next time, y'all, if you end up in a situation that makes you uncomfortable, baby, you better do the white woman shuffle and dance your way out of it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.